For tonight's ball game between the visiting Spartans of Homestead High School and your Carroll Chargers. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. First, for the visiting Spartans of Homestead High School. Leading off and playing left field is number 14, Malik Wurgis. Batting second and doing the catching is number 15, Isaac Fair.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne
Hockey with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Carroll.
Shot hits the post. And the centering feed to Luke Knipster, shot scores!
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne
Hockey with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, We're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing.
Welcome into the athletic grounds of Carroll High School for Summit City Sports presentation of Indiana High School baseball, the first of this spring season. Summit City Sports has been relatively quiet as far as live streaming you this spring sport, but I think we plan to bring some track. And just this past Sunday, we filmed the Nancy Ream Border Wars, and we got a look at our senior boys and girls basketball players before they head off to destinations beyond high school. As we get underway here, we got a matchup between the home team in the Carroll Chargers and the away visiting Homestead Spartans.
First inning for Homestead is the left fielder, number 14, Mahoney.
Malik Wurgis leading off for the Spartans as we are set here for a 6 o'clock right on time first pitch from Carroll High School. Just outside is a ball on the mound for the Chargers. Starting things off is sophomore Jake Shirk. And that one is in for a strike. Big swing from Wurgis there. For strike two, count at 1-2. And out in front of it. Strikeout number one and the first out of the game for Jake Shirk on the mound. Good start for him and for the Chargers.
Now batting is the catcher, number 15, Isaac Bear.
Bear now sets in and swings away at the first pitch he sees from Shirk. Strike one. That one's driven deep. It's gone. So on the second at bat in the ball game, Isaac Bear for the Spartans hits it center field and out of here. Could be seeing a lot of that tonight as the wind blowing dead center.
Now batting is the third baseman, number 3, Jack Raymer.
Really going to be pushing the ball out that way, as you saw right there. That one in there for a strike. So after a quick strikeout to start the game, catcher Isaac Bear for the Spartans sends it over center field fence as that one's fouled back. 0-2, now Shirk out in front. And that'll give the Spartans a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning. And sets him down, does Shirk. 2 down in the inning after the solo home run.
Batting is the designated hitter, number 16, Conrad Kazai.
Kazai now digging in. Shirk pops that one in there for a strike. Kazai in the DH slot for today's ball game, batting cleanup. And that one just outside. 1-1. Finally starting to look at like some spring weather here in the Fort Wayne area. 82 degrees is game time temperature. As that one runs outside. Now 2-1. As I mentioned, finally starting to look like some spring days. You see just out to the right field, you got the softball going on. You here at Carroll, and behind us a track meet. That's fouled back for strike 2, evens up the count at 2-2. But beside that gust of wind blowing out around center field to right field. Not a cloud in the sky, perfect day for baseball. And Shirk sets down Kazai. So Shirk with 3 strikeouts, but gives up the solo home run as the Spartans have the early 1-0 lead. So we head to the bottom of the first.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne hockey.
McClung with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
We welcome you back in here for the bottom of the first. Chargers going to get their first crack at an at-bat. It'll be Ginder leading off, the senior shortstop for the Chargers. Down early, just only a run. Works off to the outside and ball 1. First strike in there. Pitching for the Spartans is Zach Bratmiller, 6'1", 150-pound junior. That one runs outside. 2-2. That one's cracked. The second baseman runs up on it, can't dig it out, and Ginder will reach. So the first batter for the Chargers on base. Play kind of ran up on there for the second baseman, Hedges.
Number 24, Hayden Jones.
Hedges, excuse me, second baseman. Couldn't play it, and Ginder finds himself on first base. Now Hayden Jones, the catcher for the Chargers, up to bat. Cautiously outside as they're watching the runner over at first for ball 1. That one outside as well. Ball 2. Check on Ginder over at first base. He's back in safely. Another check over on Ginder. That one runs out. Bear able to grab it, keep it up front, and keep Ginder at first base. 3-0 now. Just up and out. And now the Chargers have him at first and second with no outs to start off the bottom of the first. Looking to work their way back down 1-0.
Now batting is the first baseman, number 21, Riley Perlick.
Now up for the Chargers, Riley Perlick. That one runs up. Perlick, a pretty big body, standing in there at 6'4", 225. But even that pitch right there, up and out on him, 2-0. So Brad Miller having a little trouble with location early on here. And shortstop Eli McDonald come over and calm him down. Now Perlick sets in 2-0. Breckmiller steps off, checking Ginder over at second. Give it a look back. Now he deals, and that one falls in for a strike. So 2-1. That one drops in, and both the runners are going to be able to advance. So Jones into second and Ginder into third for the Chargers. Now 2 scoring chances out there for Riley Perlick. If he can put the ball in the field. Or even hit it in the outfield. Ginder maybe be able to tag up from third. That one drops in. And Perlick will trot down to first base. Base is loaded now for the senior, Nathan Fish.
Now batting is the center fielder, number 5, Nathan Fish.
Saw Fish on the hardwood playing for the Carroll Chargers basketball team this season, as that one runs low. Gets a little bit on that one, but fouls it back. Fish was an excellent three-point shooter from the corners for head coach Marty Beasley in the winter. Also can play on the diamond now for head coach Dave Ginder. Oh, that one runs in and hits him. Fish looks to be all right, though, and that'll score the first run of the game for the Chargers. So some command issues here early for Brad Miller. Led to a trio of walks. And then a hit batter will score the first run and even it up.
Now batting is the designated hitter, number 3, Micah Fretz.
Fretz in there for the Chargers, fouls it back. The DH for today's ball game. Fretz gets under a little bit, pushed out to right field. Right fielder under it. Now Jones will tag from third and Perlick from second. Both in safely, and the Chargers have the lead now. As the runners will advance, now they got him on the corners with 1 out. Right fielder Will Ferguson under that one.
Now batting is the third baseman, number 7, Bryce Ginder.
Now the junior Bryce Ginder in. Shows bunt. Runner takes off from first, easily in there. So now both Perlick and Fish for the Chargers in scoring position with only one out. Ginter slaps it right back to the pitcher. Nice play by Brad Miller. Knock it down and keep the runners where they're at.
Now batting is the pitcher, number 14, Jake Shirk.
Jake Shirk in there. Swinging away. Now Shirk with 2 strikes on him. Chargers able to gain that lead back or take the first lead of the game. But they'd like to get more here. 0-2 count on Shirk. That one just outside. And now to 1-2. That one on the ground, up the middle, shortstop, over to first base. And the Spartans will get out of the inning with limited damage and 2 runs after some early control trouble by Zach Bradmiller. But we'll head to the top of the second, and they'll get another crack to tie it up or take the lead when we return here on SummitCitySports.com.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about.
Welcome back here to start the second inning. Spartans about to take at bat. It'll be Cam Rogers in, starting things off for the Spartans. Well, let's talk about the Chargers here for just a second. Ranked 5th in the state by Prep Sports Baseball. They've been floating in around the top 10 area all season long as they hold a 14-2 record. As Rogers takes a hack there. Shirk, another good pitch in there for strike 2. Chargers' only losses coming to Jeffersonville. That was their first game of the season. And just last Saturday to the Snyder Panthers in a doubleheader. They split the doubleheader 1-1. That one runs outside on Rogers. As for the Spartans, they come into this one 7-6. One of those losses being to the Chargers. These two teams met earlier on in the year, where it was a 13-3 win for the Chargers as Shirk rings up his 4th batter early on here and sets down Rogers for the first out of the second inning.
Number 18, Justin Miller.
Miller now digs in for the Spartans. And that one pops in there for a strike. Jake Shirk not messing around on the mound today. Already 4 strikeouts. The lone blemish, that home run in the first. Solo home run. That one pops in there. Almost runs in up and gets Miller. Wind still blowing out dead center. And that one runs in out. 2-1. Big hack there from Miller. Evens the count up at 2-2. Shirk deals. See if he went. He did. First baseman, or home plate umpire looked down to first base. Or the field umpire gave him the signal. That's an out and the 5th strikeout for Jake Shirk.
Now batting is the shortstop, number 5, Eli McDonald.
2 down in the inning already for Shirk, working quick as he gets another strike. That one runs a little low. Even it up 1-1. That one in there. As McDonald drives that foul down the left field line. So still 1-2. Lazily fouled off back to the mesh. Still 1-2. McDonald trying to battle at Shirk, who's looked real sharp already here. Another foul ball to left field, or down the left field line. McDonald still in there battling. Now back behind him, behind the Chargers dugout. Shirk deals, runs low out in front of the plate. Jones, the catcher, able to get in front of it, knock it down. Count 2-2. That one cracked the first baseman. Nice pick by Riley Perlick. Calls off Shirk, able to get out himself. That'll end the inning for the Spartans. And the Chargers will be coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 2nd when we return.
The comets falling from the sky. It's the comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and
Welcome you back here on SummitCitySports.com for our first spring presentation of high school baseball here in the Fort Wayne area.
Carroll Chargers is the second baseman, number 11, Lincoln Lance.
Number 11, Lincoln Lance digs in for the Chargers to start off the inning. As he takes that one inside. Although these two teams arch rivals when it comes to high school athletics, as Lance rolls out to the shortstop. Nice play just in time. I'll call him safe. Dropped the ball over there. Did the first baseman, Cam Rogers. A little bit of a hurried play by McDonald. It's short, but he made the throw. Just couldn't quite grab it. Was Rogers. So the first batter for the Chargers is on in the inning.
Is the right fielder, number 4, Austin Kressel.
They'll rule it a hit. Number 4, Kressel in for the Chargers. But as I was mentioning, Chargers and the Spartans, arch rivals when it comes to athletics, but not in the same conference for baseball. Both teams independent, not in a conference many believe they should be in the SAC. As you got to check down to Lance, and that one gets lofted into right field. Lance will dig in for second. Throw's going to be close. They're going to get him. Lance gunning for second, but a nice play out in right field. By Ferguson to get it in and get the runner out. So bases are cleared now for the Spartans. As that one runs in on Crussell for a strike. Crussell knocks it over to shortstop. Pick it up, and another throw right up and over. That one will run into the dugout, so out of play. Crussell will get to second base on another error for the Spartans. Already two. Through an inning and a third. So now Crussell in scoring position for the Chargers as they'll roll over to the top of the lineup. Or Langston Ginder will be taking a hack. Both these teams not in the SAC like many would imagine, only for football and basketball. Do both teams compete in the same conference? Outside of that, most sports are independent. Zach Bradmiller on the mound for the Spartans hasn't gotten much help this inning from his fielders. That one runs out. A couple unforced errors early on for the Spartans. Up and out on Ginder. And 2-0 the count. Pitch comes in. Close. But now 3-0 the count. That one up and out now. Ginder will trot down to first base. So now at first and second for the Mississippi State commit, Hayden Jones, who already has a couple homers to his name this season. Chargers would like to see one here as he pops that one up and out. Jones coming in to this one with 7 home runs already. As Spartans, looking for the pickoff at first base, almost had it. Rogers just mishandled the ball, popped right out of his glove. Would have been close either way. But Ginder back in safely. Now 0-1 to Jones. Up and out. Now 1-1. That one low. 2-1 the count. Not given very much to hit. Here is Hayden Jones. As I mentioned, 7 home runs. That's probably expected by most teams. So that one runs low. Now 3-1. And the Spartans will have a conversation out on the mound. Just coach no one warming up down in the bullpen. Just to chat how they're going to attack Jones here, 3-1. Could see an intentional walk come and load the bases up with just one out. You've still got a force everywhere but home. So maybe not here. But we'll see what they're going to do against Jones with 3-1 count. No one holding the Charger runners. The infield back. As Jones cracks that one up. Just got under, it looks like. And we're just able to get in and under it. As the runners will have to stay put. Not quite deep enough for a tag up. Nice work there by Zach Bratmiller.
Now batting is the first baseman, number 21, Riley Perlick.
And Riley Perlick, the right state commit now. Digging in for the Chargers. Was walked in his last at bat. Gets a piece of that one, flies it back. Bratmiller now in front. Home plate umpire gonna clean off home plate here. So we get a timeout on the field. Now time in, and the 0-1 coming to Perlick. Low and out for ball one, now evened up at 1-1. Chargers have had some opportunity to score more than just the 2 runs on the board as that one runs low, but haven't been able to capitalize. Perlick down and swinging. Can't get a piece of it, 2-2. Bratmiller looking for a strikeout here. Work his way out of the inning. And he gets it right there. Strike number 3, and that's 3 outs for the Spartans as we head to the top of the third, where your score is 2-1 in favor of the Carroll Chargers, right here on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne
McClung with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Summit City Sports.
We welcome you back here on SummitCitySports.com. Bale and Height here with you on the call as we are in the top of the third inning as Jake Shirk starts it off. The way he's had his way with the Homestead attack so far. First pitch strike, and there you see it drops into the dirt for a ball 1. Shirk only at 30 pitches, 24 of those strikes, and has racked up 5 strikeouts already. There's a bunt attempt from Ferguson. They'll say he went for strike 2. Besides that lone home run in the first inning from Isaac Bear, not a lot working here for the Spartans, as that one gets on the ground on a swing and a miss, and Jones gets down to Perlick to retire Ferguson. Jake Shirk now at 6 strikeouts.
Now batting is the second baseman, number 2, Brandon Higas.
Higas now steps in for the Spartans. Shirk deals it outside. And Higas cracks that in for the first hit, or second hit, excuse me, for the Spartans. Looking to get something going, they are. After giving up that home run, Shirk has been locked in. Alec Wurgis now is the stepping in leadoff spot as the Homestead lineup turning over. 0 for 1 in his first at bat. Victim of the strikeout. That one's popped up right on the first base line, and Riley Perlick can't find it. Might have lost it in the sun, but they'll get it down and get the lead runner at second. So a tough play. The ball kind of just drifted. That wind really carrying it out to center field. Made it a tough play for Perlick around that first base line. So an out, but the batter will get to first base. So 2 out, still 1 on. Ruled a fielder's choice. Not an error. That one up and in on Bear. Got to be careful here for Shirk, as Bear took him deep on the second pitch in the at-bat. And that's what the Spartans are looking for here again, with a runner on that pushed them in the lead as Shirk checks over on the runner. And Wurgis at first base, but back in safely. Now rips it on the ground, same spot that Hedges had his hit. Spartans now with their third hit. Move the runner up to second. Got first and second for the Spartans. 2 outs now. Got a timeout. Gonna get a pinch runner in here for Bear.
Ladies and gentlemen, change in the Homestead lineup. Courtesy runner is number 7,
Matthew Schreck in for Bear, the catcher. A big courtesy runner. Jack Raymer 0 for 1. Struck out in his first at bat. Looking to get something. Get a different result here in the second at bat through. Shirk now giving up 2 runners. Not quite as sharp with the command as he was to start it. And there's another run through. Gonna try to push it through. Coming in from right field. And it's in. Looks like it might have gotten a piece of first baseman Perlick. I don't know if he was trying to cut that one down or get out of its way, but he tracks it down, and now it's a tie ball game here. Raymer able to even things up for the Chargers and find himself on second base.
Now batting with the designated hitter, number 16, Conrad Kazai.
Now Kazai in. Looking to take the lead and do a little bit more. Nice pitch from Shirk. Work himself in. Get another strike. Get back in that rhythm. That one's fouled back. Now ahead is Shirk 0-2. So after a couple singles for the Spartans and a tough play to get it in to cut down the runner. Spartans able to take the lead here, as that one's popped up and out over Carroll dugout. Count stays at 0-2. That one's popped up right over catcher Hayden Jones, drops the mask, drift over, and grab it to end the inning for the Chargers. So in the top of the third, Spartans get even on a couple of hits and an error from the Chargers. We'll look to head to the bottom of the third right here on SummitCitySports.com.
For an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ant in action.
Welcome back here on SummitCitySports.com as we're midway through this one.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning for your Carroll Chargers is the center fielder, number 5, Nathan Fish.
This Fish will start it off for the Chargers. As we enter the bottom of the third, knotted up at 2. And a quick 2-0 count puts Fish out in front. And he'll slap that down. Left field foul line. 2-1. Brad Miller struggled with the command a little bit in this one. 27 balls to 21 strikes. Battled with some early walks. Floats that one in there for a strike. Nice pitch. Evens it up 2-2 as you see on the scoreboard. Chargers only with the one hit, but able to put 2 across on the board. That one just outside. Pulls the count full. And Fish inside on it. Rogers will drift over from first, and you see the ball carry just a little bit, making it a tough play on those infield pop-ups. But able to get it, retire Fish for the first out of the inning.
Now batting is the designated hitter, number 3, Micah Fretz.
Fretz puts it down the left field line, foul. Had a sac fly in his first at-bat. That one out, evens it up, 1-1. In for a strike. On Fretz. Count 1-2. That one runs low. Bear able to get in front of it and knock it down. Fretz drives that. Nice catch out in right field by Ferguson, I believe. Nice grab for the right fielder. Robin Fretz at probably what would have been a double for the second out of the inning.
Now batting is the third baseman, number 7, Bryce Ginney.
Up and out to the second baseman, Bryce Ginder. Ginder puts that out into center field for the third out of the inning. So 1, 2, 3 quick work here for Brad Miller. In the bottom of the third, we'll head to the top of the fourth. Still tied at 2 out here at Carroll High School.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne Hockey.
McClung with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome back in here at Carroll High School.
Leading off the top of the fourth inning for Homestead is the first baseman, number 9, Camden Rogers.
Cam Rogers sets in swinging. Start things off for the Spartans here. Teams knotted up at 2 still. That one out. That one floats outside for sure. Ball 2. That one fouled off. Even it up 2-2. That one runs low, full count now for Cam Rogers. Little roller, tough play for the third baseman. Nice. Over to first base. Just gets him. Good play by Bryce Ginder over at third to run up on the ball and get it over there.
Now batting is the center fielder, number 18, Justin Miller.
Perlick able to hang on for the first out of the inning. Shirk deals, gets a strike. That one fouled back by Miller. Spartans starting to see Shirk just a little bit better from that first go around, as he had 6 Ks for the first time through the lineup. As Miller fouls that one back. Now 0-2. Miller gets the bat on that one over the second baseman. Over to the first. Lance to Perlick. Able to knock it down and get the second out of the inning for the Chargers.
Now batting is the shortstop, number 5, Eli McDonald.
Now McDonald set in here with 2 outs. Goes swinging on the first pitch. Fouls it off, strike 1. Shirk delivers. Gets a strike. Now 0-2. Looking to finish off McDonald's here early. Get out of the inning. And that one flies out. Foul. Count stays at 0-2. And slaps that one away, does McDonald. Shirk just outside. Now 1-2. And that one lifted out to the right fielder. Able to get up and under it. Is Cressel and gets out of the inning for the Chargers. So through the top of the fourth, we're still tied here at Carroll High School, right here on SummitCitySports.com.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might. If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See you.
We'll be back here at Carroll High School, where the Spartans and the Chargers are still tied at 2. Working our way into the bottom of the fourth inning here. Brett Miller still on the mound. He'll deal. First pitch swinging is Jake Shirk. And nice play by the third baseman, Raymer, to get up and over for the first out of the game. See on the scoreboard there, 4 hits for the Spartans, just 1 for the Chargers. As Lance set to dig in. That one runs low for ball 1. That one runs low. Now 3-0 for Lance here. And that one runs low for strike 1. Now 3-1. That's close for Lance here. You'd imagine he's going to go down swinging. He does. Hit it to the third baseman. Nice play over to first. That was Raymer getting it over to Rogers for the second out of the inning. So back-to-back nice plays from Raymer over at third. Now both teams start to settle in here.
Now batting is the right fielder, number 4, Austin Cressel.
And Cressel rounding out the order for the Chargers. Try to keep this inning alive. That one runs up and out. 1-0 to start the at-bat. Cressel pops it up, and it'll go foul. That one floats off and out. 2-1. That one up and out. Cressel batting .265 on the season. That one runs low for ball 3, so Chargers get a 2-out walk. And they'll roll over to the top of the lineup with Langston Ginder coming up to bat. Ginder will be heading down to Muncie next fall, play for the Ball State Cardinals. And Brad Miller deals outside. Spartans holding the runner on over at first. That's Kressel. That one out, so now 2-0. After a couple quick first 2 outs and nice plays for the Spartans. Now dealing with a little trouble here with 2 outs as they check over on Kressel at first. But he's back in safe. Brad Miller now in at 72 pitches. As he deals, Ginder will pop it up out to left. Left fielder trying to get over to it. He does. Makes a nice catch. For the Spartans, that's Wurgis. Makes the play, and we'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Still tied up at 2 here at Carroll High School.
Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you.
Welcome back in here to Carroll High School. Balin Height here along with you on this beautiful spring day, probably the nicest day we've had in the Fort Wayne area to start off the spring. Finally here on May 1st. Hope you're enjoying it somewhere nice if you're tuning in with us and enjoying this weather. I don't think it's going to stick around. I think we're expected to have some rain later on in the week. Still stay relatively warm temperature-wise, but some rain as Shirk starts the inning with the ball on Ferguson. Ferguson had that nice grab out in right field just a couple innings ago. It saved what it would have been a double. And Shirk able to pop in a strike. Shirk at 61 pitches, 47 strikes, only 15 balls, has 6 Ks. Already, that's a slow roller over to second base. Nice play by the Charger infield. Lance to Perlick and retiring Ferguson.
Now batting is the second baseman, number 2, Brandon Higas.
Higas digging in. He's 1 for 1 with a single. 0-1 will start the count. Another nice pitch in by Shirk. Runs it to 0-2. And that one's out. 1-2 now. I guess pops that up and out and foul. Keep the count at 1-2. Shirk pops it in there and gets the strikeout. 7th of the day for Jake Shirk. And the second out of the inning for the Chargers.
Now batting is the left fielder, number 14, Malik Wurgis.
Ward just digs in. 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a strikeout in this one. That one's rolled on the ground and foul. 0-2 now for Shirk, looking for his 8th K. That was close, but won't get it. Now 1-2. Ward just gets up and under it. Center fielder, I believe. That's Fish out there, gets under it, calls it off for the 3rd out. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th, still tied up here at 2 from Carroll High School.
For an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad.
Welcome you back here to Carroll High School, where we are still tied up 2-2 after some early trouble by both teams in the field led to 2 runs apiece for each team. But since then, both pitchers in Zach Bradmiller and Jake Shirk have settled things down a little bit and put some zeros up on the board. Only 5 hits total, 4 to the Spartans, 1 to the Chargers. A couple of errors have helped the cause for both sides. As Hayden Jones digs in, takes ball 1. So Chargers at the top of their lineup, as are the Spartans through, and Jones cracks that one out to right field, deep, and not even going to go after are the outfielders, as that one runs almost to the softball field, up and on the hill, out to the softball field for Jones. His 8th home run and a 3-2 lead for the Chargers. After it seemed like things were starting to settle down, Hayden Jones puts it into right field over the fence. Now Perlick on the ground. Shortstop, tough play. Can't quite pick it, is McDonald. And Perlick able to leg it out. So now some trouble here early on. First 2 batters are reached.
Now batting is the center fielder, number 5, Nathan Fish.
Fish in, takes strike 1. And throw down to first base. Keeps Perlick where he's at. Count now at 1-1. Fish quick swing. Sets him down. They'll call it strike 3. So now 1 out for the Chargers with 1 on.
Now batting is the designated hitter, number 3, Micah Fretz.
That one up and out to the DH, Micah Fretz. And Fretz out in front. That one drops by him. or strike one. Up the middle, through the infield for Micah Fretz. As he gets a hit down, and now the Chargers have him at first and second with just one out. Looking to do a little bit more damage after the Jones solo home run to lead off the inning. It'll be Bryce Ginder digging in. 5'9" junior for the Chargers.
Number 7, Bryce Ginder.
Brett Miller deals outside. Now at 83 pitches. Starting to even it up between balls and strikes, but had a little early command trouble. Now that one up. It's Ginder, 2-0. Ginder takes a hack at that one. Can't get a hold of it. 2-1 now. That one up and out. 3-1. So Jake Shirk just needed a little run support from his from his offense. So far, excellent. As Ginder gets a hold of that one, drops it out into left field and under it is Wurgis keeping the runners where they're at with 2 outs. But as I mentioned, Jake Shirk, 7 Ks through the 5 innings.
Number 14, Jake Shirk.
And he's up to bat now, trying to help his own cause. And a strike in there, start the at-bat. And gets it out to right field. That one will get down the line fair. That'll bring in 2. Shirk on his horse into second base, standing up. Scratch that, just the 1 run. Able to get it in pretty quick as Ferguson out there in right. Good job to hold Fretz. Not the fleetest of foot at third base. Still another run scores, another insurance run for the Chargers. As Shirk able to help his own cause, 4-2 now.
The second baseman, number 11, Lincoln Lance.
And Lincoln Lance will dig in. 2 runners in scoring position. That one in for a strike. Brad Miller's labored here a little bit. But it hadn't hurt him up until the Jones solo home run, and then Shirk able to knock a run in. But now he's 0-2 on Lance. That one's fouled back. So Lance fighting it off. Well, Brad Miller trying to finish out the inning. Up at 93 pitches. That one up and out. If Lance reaches in this inning, it'll be Kressel at bat after him. And Lance slaps it to the shortstop. Tough play. Runner will hold it second. Nowhere to go, and Fretz will get in from third base. So good heads up there by Fretz and head coach Dave Ginder to send him in. So they'll pick up the run. As McDonald just couldn't quite get a good play on it. Best to hold it, keep that lead runner at second base. Have some action down in the Spartan bullpen. Maybe just buying some time here with 2 outs. Head coach Nick Bile for the Spartans Like to see Bratmeyer probably finish the inning if he can. But there's a danger where you've got Kressel now at the bottom of the lineup. If he reaches, starts it all over again, you got Ginder and Jones behind him. So if Kressel gets on, I would guess it'd be the last batter either way for Zach Bratmiller. Can't quite see who's warming up down in the Spartan bullpen. We're going to get a courtesy runner, it looks like. And it's Connor Starkey to run for the pitcher Jake Shirk. That one in. Strike one on Kressel. Runners at first and second for the Chargers, 2 outs. We got time. Ball ran in the infield from the bullpen. It's been taken care of, and now Bratmiller reset here. Gets it in low. Starkey in, safe, heads up play. On the ground ball, gets himself into third base, as well does Lance over at first. So now both runners in scoring position here with 2 outs. Big chance for the Chargers. Tack on even more. That one runs low. Count now 2-1. 3-run fifth inning for the Chargers. Has put them out in front, looking to do a little bit more now. As that one floats in for a strike, it'll even up the count. 2-2 on Kressel. Kressel out in front, dropped third strike. Down to the first baseman. Bear to Rogers, and that'll retire Kressel and get the Spartans out of the inning, but not before a Jones solo home run, a Jake Shirk single, and they'll probably rule it a hit on the infield, but it was a tough grab nonetheless. We'll put the Chargers ahead 5-2 as we head to the top of the 6th inning here on SummitCitySports.com from Carroll High School.
Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you. Parkview Sports.
Welcome back in here to Carroll High School. Balin Height here on your call for this one as we get later into the game. Chargers just took the lead in the bottom of the 5th frame. Had only one hit up until that point. Now with 5, tacking on 4 just in that inning alone. As Shirk helped his own cause with a single. Scored a run, and now he's back out there with 7 strikeouts. Still looking strong. He'll deal to Isaac Bear, who's 2 for 2 with a single and a home run. Probably seeing Shirk the best out of any of the Spartans. As a second pitch in that at bat back in the 1st inning, he drove over the center field fence. Wind playing a big factor tonight, though, as we've seen 2 home runs, both solo, 1 for each team. Head out that direction. And Bear gets good wood on that one. And that one will run out now to the left field and into the parking lot off a car, it looked like. Might have skidded off a car. And Isaac Bear draws the Spartans closer for his second home run of the night. Three for three, a single and 2 home runs for Isaac Bear, the catcher for the Spartans. 2/3 of their offense as that ball flies back in from the parking lot and back into play. So Bear having himself quite the game off Shirk. But Jake Shirk not necessarily worried about these individual runs, as it hasn't hurt him. No runners on the base pad as he pops that one in there for a strike. Now that one took an awkward bounce off the bat. Perlick flips it over to Shirk, got off the mound to cover first, and they'll retire Jack Raymer for the first out in the inning.
Now batting is the designated hitter, number 16, Conrad Kazai.
DH Kazai in now. 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Shirk right back, pounding the strike zone. 58 strikes now to 18 balls on the day for Shirk. So he gets another one right there, out in front early, 0-2. Cam Rogers on deck for the Spartans. And Shirk low and in, rings it up for his 8th strikeout of the game. And now 2 outs for the Chargers. Cam Rogers takes the first pitch, down and out. Shirk now with 8 Ks. Gets a strike there. Another strike for Shirk. Searching for his 9th K of the game. Oh, that looked close. Thought he might have had it. But good take there from Rogers. Moves the count to 2-2. And swings right through it for the 9th strikeout for Shirk of the game. Really pounding the strike zone all night as the Chargers look to get that last run back. As Isaac Bear put one over the fence once again, his 2nd of the game, as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne
Hockey.
Hockey.
With the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freebie with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Summit City Sports.
Welcome back here on SummitCitySports.com. Sean Allison takes the bump now after Brett Miller went 5 innings, giving up 5 runs. 3 runs, I would imagine, earned as the Spartans dealt with 3 errors in his time out there. As we're back at the top of the lineup for the Chargers, Ginder flies that one out. Might have knocked off a press box roof or the Homestead dugout, but runs foul. Start the count at 0-1 for new pitcher Sean Allison. Chargers looking to get a run back after Isaac Bear knocked his second home run of the game. And that one floats past the catcher, who is Bear. Had quite the game so far, 3 for 3, 2 home runs and a single. But not quite enough. His team's still behind, and Ginder slaps that one to the second baseman. Nice play over to the first. Nice play for Cam Rogers over at first. As Hodges over to Rogers, retires Ginder for the first out. Now Jones back up to bat for the Chargers. Jones hit his 8th home run of the season. It's just an inning to go. At the time, gave the Chargers a 3-2 lead after being tied 2 innings. Able to tack a little bit more on, though, where the Chargers in that one, as that one floats up near Jones for ball 1. That one out as well. Hard to imagine Jones will see very much to hit here. Although with the bases empty. And 1 out. That one out and low. Jones just missed it. 2-1. That one low, runs it to 3-1. Jones able to loft that one towards the gap, but left fielder Will Wurgis able to get under it. Or Malik Wurgis, excuse me. That retires Jones. 2 quick outs now here for the Spartans. As that one low rolls behind the backstop. That one down for a strike on Perlick. 1-1. Perlick cracks that towards center field. Able to get under it is Justin Miller, and the Spartans are quickly out of the inning. They'll head to the top of the 7th. Last chance at an at-bat here. Try to even things up or take the lead, as the Chargers will be looking to close it out right here on SummitCitySports.com.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about.
Welcome back here on SummitCitySports.com. Top of the 7th inning. Chargers going to send Jake Shirk back out there, I believe, to close it out. Only 84 pitches, 64 strikes, 20 balls, and 9 strikeouts. Ran into some trouble, particularly Isaac Bear, who has 2 home runs, only solo on him, so it hasn't hurt him that much. And he starts it 1-0. That one in there, 1-1 now. That one fouled up and back. Daniel Swartz now in for an at-bat. That one in and out. Full count now here. Spartans need base runners. Down 5-3. That one up and out. They'll get one. So now the tying run will head to the plate. After a walk, sends Swartz to first base. Uncharacteristic for Shirk here with the leadoff walk, as they'll get a pinch runner now in for Swartz. Justin Miller now on to first base. Fouls that one back. Does the shortstop Eli McDonald. Now up and in on McDonald. 1-1. Big swing and a miss there by McDonald. Count now 2-1, or 1-2, excuse me. Shirk sends it on the ground. Now the shortstop blinks again, or can't quite corral it. Runners will hold just one base apiece, so now first and second, no outs. A little bit of danger here for the Chargers and for the Spartans. The leading run up to the plate in Will Ferguson.
And that batting is the right fielder, number 10, Will Ferguson.
Bunt right to the pitcher to Shirk. No one on first base, and an error. Can't quite get it. Send it into the outfield. 2 runs are going to score, it looks like. Throw coming home, and cut off by Shirk. So now runner moves over to third base, and the Spartans have evened it up after a leadoff walk. Tough infield play, and an error over to the first baseman. And that'll take Shirk out of what was a fantastic game by him with 9 strikeouts. Out of it as the Spartans have evened it up here in the top of the 7th. Now the Chargers look to bring in a new pitcher. Eyeing towards the dugout. It's going to be catcher Hayden Jones, I believe. Moving on to the mound, it is. That'll send third baseman Bryce Ginder in to collect the gear, and I think he's going to move over to catcher. And Shirk will move over to third now, take his place. This pitching change will take a quick timeout as Jones warms up. When we return, we're all knotted up here. Spartans threatening to take the lead. 5-5 now in the top of the 7th inning here on SummitCitySports.com.
The comets falling from the sky. It's the comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning.
Welcome back here on SummitCitySports.com. Brandon Hedges, 1 for 2 with a single. Has the sole goal of getting that runner over on third in to score and push the lead. Infield in for the Chargers. Now you got catcher Hayden Jones into pitch, try to preserve the tie. Going to be a tough task with no outs and runner on third. Runner taken off. Looking for the squeeze. Bunt attempt fouled off by Hedges. 0-2. That one in. And Jones gets the strikeout. About the best thing you could have hoped for there for the Chargers. As the runner stays put on third base and now 1 out.
Now batting is the left fielder, number 14, Malik Wurgis.
Malik Wurgis now in. Still with the opportunity, just got to put it out somewhere, not in the infield. Hoping to get that runner home. That one skitters off of new catcher Bryce Ginder, but able to keep the runner in Will Ferguson at third. Now shortstop Lance Sienner hasn't got a few words with the pitcher Hayden Jones. Jones working fast and quick with the speed on the pitch. 1-1 now. Still the same mindset for the Spartans. Get some contact on that one. Skitters past Ginder. Got to be a rush home, and that run's going to score. Ferguson slides in. And the Spartans, take the 6-5 lead over the Chargers here in the top of the 7th inning. 3 runs coming in, both off of errors for the Spartans. That one low and in on Malik Wurgis. 3-1 now. Base is empty. As Wurgis slaps that one back. Foul. Puts the count full. And out front of it, Jones gets the strikeout. Make it the second out of the inning, but damage already done as the runner on third advanced in home on the passed ball.
Now batting is the catcher, number 15, Isaac Bayer.
In for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss there by Bear. Got to be careful here for the Chargers. 2 home runs already for Bear and a single 3 for 3. That one runs low, 2-1. That one in, almost hit him. Backs off 3-1. And big swing and a miss there. Runs it full. Now Jones with the chance to strike out. First 3 batters he's faced. And he does right there. So Jones can't preserve the lead with the runner on third, but able to keep it at just a run. Spartans gain 3 there and take the lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th in the last chance for the Carroll Chargers. Roles reversed here on SummitCitySports.com.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants.
Welcome back here on SummitCitySports.com as the sun starts to set behind us, where the Homestead Spartans, after not having it, with the 1-0 lead early on in the first inning, but not much after that, had tied and then not led. And right there on, 3 runs for the Spartans, pushing them to a 6-5 lead. Now Fish in first at bat for the Chargers. All it's going to take is one swing to tie it up. That one runs in low. 0-2 already. Sean Allison took over for Zach Bradmiller, who went 5 innings. And rings up Nathan Fish on 3 pitches right there for the first out. 2 outs now away are the Spartans from stealing this one. As DH Micah Fretz is 1 for 2, the sac fly and a single. Gonna have a chance now. That one up and in. 2-0. Starting the at-bat. That one a run in for a strike. 2-1 now. That one, they'll say that one ran low, but they'll say Fretz went around. Make it 2-2. And Fretz goes down swinging. Not happy about that one. So 2 straight strikeouts now for Allison. Chargers down their last out. Only 1 out left for the Spartans. Fretz not happy about that called swing, I'm sure, on a pitch that was well low. Bryce getting the last hope for the Chargers. Allison deals it, rolls behind the catcher. Now 2-0. For the Chargers, you got Jake Shirk, who does have a hit and drove in a run on this one, so I'd like to see if you can get Ginder on. Yeah, that one runs low. 3-0 now. Possibly give Shirk an at-bat. As Ginder 0-3 on the day. That one go in for a called strike. 3-1 now. That one runs low for a strike. Full count here. Allison, who came in relief of Zach Bradmiller, now with a chance to get the win. Deals on the ground towards a shortstop. Makes a play over to first. Rogers gets it, and the Spartans win it. It took all 7 innings for the Spartans, only with 1 lead throughout the game until the last frame. Some trouble in the field for the Chargers. opened up the door, and the Spartans went right through it, taking this one 6-5, even in the season series at 1-1 apiece. We'll take a quick break here on Summit City Sports. When we return, we'll get you a quick game recap, and then we'll send you on your way on this beautiful Tuesday night here out at Carroll High School.
The comets falling from the sky, 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 comets falling from the sky.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you. Parkview Sports Medicine.
Welcome you back here on SummitCitySports.com. Balin Height here with you for the recap of this one, where the Homestead Spartans came in and got one right under the teeth of the Carroll Chargers here at Carroll High School. 6-5 your final score. Some outstanding performances. We'll start it off here. Isaac Bear, who was 3 for 4, I believe, on the day with 2 home runs and a single, so provided some production for his team. No doubt Isaac Bear was 3 for 4, 2 runs and 2 RBIs on the 2 solo home runs. Nice catch out in right field from Will Ferguson. Helped hold a lead on, or helped hold the run down for the for the Spartans, For the Spartans, it was Hayden Jones who hit the solo home run that started a 3-run 5th inning for the Chargers. A Jake Shirk single and a fielder's choice knocked in the other 2 runs, where it looked like Chargers just needed to go in to the top of the 7th and close the door, but they could not, as a walk and a single put 2 Spartans on base that came around to score after a misfielded play that went right into the right field on a throw from the pitcher to the first baseman. Shirk Perlett couldn't quite corral it, and that one sent into right field. Scored the 2 runs, and then on a passed ball later in the frame, chased home Will Ferguson to get the Spartans to 6-5, the lead that would stand as the Chargers went 3 up, 3 down in the final frame in the bottom of the 7th for them. So there you see your final from Carroll High School. 6 hits, 6 runs, 3 errors for the Spartans, and 5 runs on 5 hits, and an error for the Chargers. That error, the crucial one, that changed the game. In this one, for your play-by-play, I've been Balin Height. Appreciate you joining us here on this great warm first day of spring and May 1st from Carroll High School. We hope you have a great rest of your night and catch the action here on Summit City Sports, as we'd like to get back out here, maybe at Carroll High School or some other games around the area, to get just some spring baseball from Fort Wayne high schools. We do plan to cover the sectional event here at Carroll. I believe teams such as Snyder, Northrop play, DeKalb, Homestead may possibly be in the sectional. Not 100% on that one. But for me, Balin Height, from Carroll High School for Summit City Sports, that'll do it for us here. We're the final, the Homestead Spartans 6 to the Carroll Chargers 5, right here on SummitCitySports.com.